Election Day?
I hope not.
You hope not?
No, I hope not.
What are the things you'd rather be thinking about?
Traffic and pollution.
Traffic and pollution.
We hopped off the train in Irvine so we, like good Californians, could carpool with the rest of our team. Democrats' hopes of winning here hinges, at least in part, on turning out people of color and young voters. So we headed to the local University of California campus.
This is In-N-Out Burger, legendary California institution. If you want to know what Californians think, this is where you have to come. What do people care about in Irvine?
Myself and a lot of my friends are like minorities, so we're a lot into like minority rights and stuff.
Are there enough of you guys to actually flip the district?
I hope so.
Bus stop at UC Irvine, there are, I think, 26,000 kids that go to school here. And if the Democrats can get all of them to vote for them, then maybe Republicans will be in trouble in this district. But I don't know. Sorry, not to be annoying, but we're with NBC News, and I'm just trying to figure out, is anybody here going to vote in the election on November 6th? Anybody? Anybody? Nobody's going to vote? Is anybody going to vote in the congressional election in November? You are. Thank you, sir. Yeah. What do you care about?
What do I care about?
Yeah. School. School. What about you? I'll walk with you to the bus stop. You guys get on this bus?
Yeah.
So if you were going to vote, what is the thing that's going to get your vote?
Probably school and expensive.
I was going to say, you're not talking about the issues that people talk about on the news all the time. The Russia investigation, the Supreme Court. You don't watch that stuff?
I don't watch news.
Are you registered to vote?
Not yet.
Not yet. How old are you?
18.
18. So this could be your first election.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you could decide whether or not the House of Representatives is in Democratic or Republican control. Are you thinking about all that?
Not currently. Maybe if I took more time to like get informed about like what's going on right now in politics. I assume that the people voting have at least some idea of who they're voting for.
Are you going to vote?
I should. We're like the most unreliable voter demographic, so I should vote to like increase those numbers, you know?
Well, that's what the Democrats want. But they can't count on you guys necessarily.
No.
No.
Slowly, if you keep asking us these questions, the rest of the people our age are going to keep doing it. They're like, oh man, better vote. All the old people are telling us to vote now.
Oh, am I old?
No.
Older, sorry.
Dude. Once you have a kid, you're old, unfortunately. So, Joe, earlier I was watching you, and you were saying how the Democrats were failing miserably to connect with people across the country. I talked to the Secretary of State of California yesterday, and we have automatic voter registration in California right now. The #1 party that people are opting into is not the Democrats or the Republicans. It's no party preference at all. So both of these parties are failing miserably, as you could see at the bus stop, obviously, to sign people up.
You know, I always had, I had younger kids, younger people in my district, always asking why I only advertised on talk radio when I did radio. Why didn't I advertise on, stations that younger voters listen to? And I said, you don't vote. You don't vote. I could do it, but I'd be wasting my money. I'm here to talk to you to try to get you to vote. But yeah, it is remarkable that these students that have crushing debt, that are going to have crushing debt when they get out of college, that have crushing debt from what the federal government's dumping on them, that are growing up in an America that it could be radically different than what they expected, that they remain just as disengaged today as always.
Not only that, but these districts, these 4 contiguous districts in Orange County, are all within striking distance for the Democrats. So if these young voters chose to tune in, they could literally be the ones, there's 26,000 of them at UC Irvine alone, to actually flip the district. But they're more concerned with the issues that they think about when they wake up, like what time their classes. It's pretty shocking. I will say, in their defense, a lot of time when you watch what's going on in Washington, D.C., they feel like they don't have faith in our institutions. And so when they see Brett Kavanaugh yelling or Christine Blasey Ford feel like her story doesn't get through, I feel like, we were talking about this earlier, they don't feel like they have an incentive to get up and actually go to the polls.